Hi, and very nice greetings from Germany. Yeah, very spontaneously, I go live again on Instagram. I hope you're okay and everything is fine with you. So let's see if people will join the live. Hi, nice to see you. Thank you so much for watching. You are all so awesome. I can't believe it. Very spontaneously, I go live again. Yeah, I hope you are all okay. The times are super chaotic and crazy. You know, these two sides are rising, darkness is rising, the light is rising, it's always the same. So, and I know many of you got attacked, many of you feel super tired, weak, exhausted, you see the chaos in the world, you see what's happening with your beloveds maybe as well, or with your colleagues at the job and so on. And I know this split is happening right now, and yeah, you see more and more illusions as well. So nice to see you all. And in this live, I had the impulse to share with you some tools how to navigate the storm and to stay heart-centered. And how can you be in contact with the highest source, or in other words, with your crystal self, with your higher self. Because at the moment, it's very, very confusing to channel. Really. And I'm going to tell you why, or why I feel it's super chaotic and confusing right now. Wow, where should I start? You must dive deep down the rabbit hole, really, to understand what is happening behind the scenes. So Matrix is a very good startup, I think. The Matrix movies, for example, there are many hidden messages in the movie. And yeah, so we have an artificial timeline battle, if you want. And I spoke about it many times on my YouTube channel. Maybe you saw my newest video. It's online on YouTube. It's called Akura. Then maybe you saw how I felt yesterday. And it was not good. I had pain. The entire body hurted. Hi, nice to see you all. And I know that many of you are in the same boat. That you have some blockages, or that you have pain, migraine, headache. And you know, many things are coming together. So many things. It is the weather. It is what's taking place behind the weather. You know, we feel the frequencies. Then the technology, right? So then we see the high vibrational sun codes are coming down. Yeah, these are plasmic energies now from the sun. So they are helping us to activate our DNA. And we slowly begin to transform into the Christ being again. So even our body is changing. This happens mostly through the sun. The sunlight is changing more and more. And many of you noticed that the color of the sunlight is changing very strongly now. And imagine a small darkness is coming up, a small light is coming up. It's like these two sides are rising. And I can't tell you for sure how long all this will take. But I think it is a process. And what is also important is that we learn to set boundaries. Even divine masculine is needed. Yeah, I feel the divine masculine is rising as well. And we need this power too. It's not just the divine feminine. I mean, the divine feminine, the Sophia energy, right? The ancient divine Sophia energy is important because she's the first. This means you listen to your heart again. You allow yourself to receive. You trust life. You trust your soul. You begin to surrender, you begin to let go, you start to take care of yourself, right? That you see, hey, I can't be there for everyone, I can't help everyone, right? So, and especially you as a star seed, you know how it feels when you always help and support and help and support and help. And we are so humbled. Actually, we don't want money as well, because we say, hey, I'm happy when other people are happy. But many people are here, they don't appreciate your help. And they really think they can take and take and take and take and take and take, and nothing is coming back in return. Yeah, and then when you feel this happens, that you always say yes, right? Yes is the divine feminine if you want. Yes is, I say yes to life, I say yes to myself, I see that I'm beautiful, I'm worthy, my body is beautiful, my soul is worthy. Yeah, you start to take care of yourself and you treat yourself in a good way. Yeah. And the divine masculine sets boundaries because the divine masculine defends her. The divine masculine defends life. And especially when we see injustice, we must say a no as well. It's like these two sides, right? Yes and no. We must balancing them. And I know for us starseeds, it's not easy to say a no because we always feel how other people feel when we say a no. Or especially when you are in contact with toxic people or with narcissistic people, they always will tell you when you say a no one time that you are selfish. You are selfish because you say just a no, but actually the other person doesn't respect your boundary. You just said no, today I can't help you, and then they call you selfish because they don't get energy from you today. Yeah. And this is also important, and that's a message I get, that the divine masculine is rising as well. And the divine masculine is rising when you say also no. Yeah, you can love a person, you can have compassion for a person, but still say no. And that's also a tool to navigate the storm. So be honest with yourself here. When you feel, hey, all this is too much now for me, I can't handle with this anymore, say yes to yourself and take care of yourself, because the divine masculine defends life. And this is totally out of balance. Everything what we can see here in the world is totally twisted. Yeah, many people think the divine masculine means destroying life. The divine masculine power means, hey, I work against life, I work against nature, we destroy nature, we don't care, right? So we disrespect the divine feminine. This is what many people think. This is the masculine power, but it's not. It's the other way around. The divine masculine finds solutions. What can we do now to make Earth a better place? How can we serve? How can we serve nature? What can we do to protect the children? This is actually the divine masculine. And the divine feminine sends impulses, because the divine feminine is connected to her heart, to her soul, and she receives messages. And she shares her messages with the people, and the divine masculine takes it seriously, and he goes into action. This is actually what I know about the ancient times. We were friends, and we appreciated each other. There was no battle between, hey, he's good, he's evil, she's evil, or whatever. It never existed. But you see, yeah, because many people speak about Iran, you know, it's a very good example. You can see what's happening there. I mean, the divine feminine is rising first. She must stand up first, because she is the one which holds the light, or she is the gatekeeper, if you want, and she is the one which receives information. So, and it's important to listen to her, that she's allowed to speak up. Yeah, and what I feel is, for this country, I feel that a veil is being lifted. But on the other hand, and I mean it seriously, when you dive deep down the rabbit hole, another example, watch The Simpsons. Many things in The Simpsons became true, many events. So many people got this question, how do they know? I mean, so many news there in The Simpsons became reality. How? Because everything is based on quantum technology. And the entire matrix here is based on quantum technology or quantum laws. So this means actually we are all able to predict the future if you want. So this means you must dive deep down the rabbit hole, very deep, to understand that AI have taken over here. Okay, so, and that it is plan of the AI what's happening right now. The only way to break free from this is your heart. And this is what Yeshua ben Joseph knew. I talk about the true one, not about Jesus Christ. I talk about the Yeshua ben Joseph with the short hair, and he was a petite man. That's what I saw as we stayed in this crazy dimension in 2021. And he saw through this. He knew that this toxic technology have taken over here. And this technology was used basically by the dark extraterrestrials. So, and with this technology, they were able to predict the future, to predict everything with it. Yeah, this is the hidden technology they don't share with us yet. And that's why so many things became true in The Simpsons, because you can use this quantum technology to predict everything. So, and all this, what's happening right now, right? It is a battle, if you want, between this technology and our hearts. So this means as more as you step into your heart, yeah, and just trust your heart, as more you reclaim your power, and as more you are able to navigate the storm. Your intuition is so much faster as technology. And then even the extraterrestrials or the dark ones, however, they are completely confused when you trust your intuition now and you don't ask other souls first. And that's why it's so confusing to channel, because there are specific groups that are going totally nuts now, and they attack us all at the moment. This is what many of you are noticing, or you're questioning this as well. So, but when everything is done, I speak about now, right? When everything is done now, why there's still the toxic soup on the sky, for example, or why they don't stop. You see what's going on in Russia, here in Germany. It's awful with the Nord Stream pipeline, what happened there. You can't imagine how many people are afraid here because the Russian trauma comes up here. I mean, it was not fun. So, and you see the chaos around the world. And the thing is, it was always like this. But now we begin to see. It was always like that. But now we change our consciousness. And now we see the shadows differently. We deal with shadows differently. The reason is the sunlight is changing and the frequency of the sun is increasing. And because the sun and the light is increasing, we begin to see more through all these illusions, through all the darkness. And through all this, because we begin to see through these illusions, we are able to change all these timelines and the plan of the AI and by the dark ones. We begin to change them together. It is us. So that's why I always tell you, don't wait for a savior to come. Don't wait for the ETs to arrive or whatever. Please reclaim your power. I don't know if it's true what I saw last year in 2021, okay? I can't share with you everything because it's complicated what's taking place behind the scenes. But do you know which message I received, even about an alien invasion or whatever? I know many starseeds are waiting for this, that someone will come and pick us up and rescue us, and because this dimension here is so heavy, I know, for us. I received that the really good guys, our team, our family, will not come. They will not arrive. We're going up to them. That's what I saw. Because our consciousness is shifting now and all gates are open. That's what I received last year. We all can go back home now. We are going up to them slowly. So, and they will not come down to us. But I know it is, or it was a plan, that a fake alien invasion was planned. Yeah. By the Galactic Federation of Light. That's what I saw last year as well. You see, there are so many illusions. So, and it was just about to let us believe in these traps and in this illusion, because as more as you believed in this illusion, as more you gave your power away. It was just about giving your power away to other source. Give your power away to an ET, give your power away to an angel or whatever, that you never have the idea that you have the power within. Because when you reclaim your power, when you understand, hey, I'm the savior. Everyone can be a savior. Everyone is a chosen one. Not just a few people are the chosen ones, and not just a few people are very special. Everyone is super special. This is actually the consciousness of unity or of New Earth, that we see in everyone's potential And you as a starseed, you always saw this. You always saw the potential of others. Maybe you know that. But sometimes you ignored the shadows a little bit. So no, actually I can't help them because they even don't say yes. And they even say no, thank you. So I help them always, and they even don't tell me thank you. You know, they expect from me that I always help them. Yeah, maybe you know that by your own. And that's what I see. That's why I tell you, and I feel this till day, that especially this year, next year, will be very important. I mean, every year is important, every day is important, and every moment is important, but I mean the collective. You see, the chaos is growing in the world. Yeah, and they're going really totally nuts, because it's like more and more people begin to see something is off. Something is off with the government. What's wrong? So what the heck is going on? So one horrible scenario is after the next. So we have the sea, then we have, I don't know, Russia, Ukraine, Iran, then USA, Biden, Germany, China. It's like, what the heck? It doesn't stop. Yeah, because as mentioned, these end time prophecies, if you want, many of them become real. Yeah, many of them, but many of them also not. Because on one hand, we create the future together, especially when you believe in this. So even though prophecy can decide for you what you must do, it's like we create it. But as more as you believe all these dance prophecies, I mean, we have so many different prophecies by so many different people. For example, Alois Illmeyer, then we have Nostradamus, you know, they all speak about the end times, or we have the Book of Revelation, the same. So it's like as more you believe they are true, as more you create this future. So this means observe all this as best as you can. That's also a tip to navigate the storm. See that really everything what's taking place here is a show, for real. It is like Earth is a stage. They also want you to believe that you must choose a side, because when you choose a side, yeah, then you are in this battle too. And this is fully duality. Other tool is see that everyone is in the same boat. We are all learning, so you as well. Even when you are a starseed or a high sensitive person, we are all learning. Even the dog ones, we are all in this together. So and everyone is in another state of consciousness. So, and it's not about to blame someone. These times are also over. To say, oh, he's good, he's evil, she's bad, she's evil. Yeah, maybe this behavior is evil and it's dark. But see that all these beings were controlled by other source, and we as well. So we are all in this together. So, and this is what I also can tell you, and I feel that's so important. When you dive into the global chaos, try as best as you can to observe. Don't choose a side. That's super important. And just do what your heart tells you. When your heart tells you now, hey, I want to pray for the people in Iran, for example, or I want to pray for the people in Africa. I mean, what's about them? What's about these people? You know, this is what I try to say. Don't choose a side. And you can be sure when almost everyone speaks about it, when it's pushed by the commercial media, then you can be sure there's something else behind it. Yeah, when you observe and go into this global chaos, then see the illusion behind the illusion as best as you can. See, for example, I mean, starseed, this object. I don't see that the commercial media talks about this. They don't speak about us starseeds or about Reiki for real. Here in Germany, the commercial media makes jokes about us, about oracle cards, and about witches. Do you see? But these subjects, they are pushed everywhere. So then you can be sure there is a propaganda behind it, that there is something else behind it. Yeah, see the illusion behind the illusion. This is what I saw as we stayed there. It's not just the bad news, oh, the people are suffering. It's about, why are you able to see this? Why can you see it everywhere? Because there's something else behind it. There's a plan behind it. And this is what you must see too. So when you tap into this, then I highly recommend discern with your heart. Don't choose a side and just do what your heart tells you. When you feel in your heart, I want to pray now, do it from your heart. But please don't do it because you have a bad feeling or you think, oh, everyone is speaking about it now. Oh no, I must do it as well or whatever, because that's not pure, that's not authentic. So then it's helping more, for example, when you help the neighbor. For example, when you feel it in your heart, hey, I want to help my neighbor now, or the cat over there. So then help your neighbor or the cat over there, because then this help is pure, it's authentic. Okay? This is also a tip by myself, that just do these things when you really feel it in your heart, because then it's helping for real and not because we think we must do it. Okay? So, and why is it so complicated to channel right now? I'm in contact with many starseeds now, and they tell me they are completely confused. They are so confused. They don't know if it's a good ET, is it a bad ET? Is it good now to channel the Galactic Federation of Light? Is it not good? Who is Ashtashiran? Who is Enki? Who is Endel? Are the Anunnaki good? Are they bad? Do you see? There's so much confusion going on. What's about the archangels? Is Archangel Michael good now? Is he bad now? What's with Archangel Gabriel or whatever? There's so much confusion going on, and I fully understand. Because it was always about to reclaim your power. And I spoke about it on my YouTube channel. The most of these beings, and that's the crazy thing, okay? The most of them, should I share this also here on Instagram? What do you say? Should I do it? Yeah, a little bit. I think I can do it here as well. Matrix Planet don't want to show us the truth. Yeah, you must dive deep down the rabbit hole. Then you know that something is off with the moon. It starts with this. It's like, what's going on with the moon? What's going on with the stars on the sky? Okay, actually our team is even not called Arcturians, and they are not called Syrians. So we do exist in higher dimensions, in the organic plane if you want, but we are not called Arcturians, or not Pleiadians, and not Syrians, or Lyrians, also not. But it's important to see just this illusion, and the same again, don't choose a side, don't be afraid, don't be in fear now, or you know that you got attacked or you feel attacked now, because this is what they want, that we are always in a battle, in a war, and see that really everything what you can see here is for real just a stage. I mean really everything, even the stars. And that was crazy for me as I saw this last year. As mentioned, I'm very careful with this information, but it shocked me, crazy. So when you know that actually the stars, Sirius and Pleiades and so on, that something is not quite organic as well. So then you can be sure when you channeled them. So who were these guys when we are not called Syrians over there? Even when we look similar. How is it possible? Yeah, because the dark extraterrestrials, they always copied us. They copied us and created blue beam holograms. Okay? And then it's like when you channeled them and you were believing this illusion. It's just about, do you believe this illusion or not? Okay? And let's say you believe this illusion. Yeah, then you channeled Syrians, but it was maybe the holograms. And their purpose was to give you a good feeling, but it's always the same message. And they never tell you what to do, or that they give you really tips. And maybe you observe this as well, slowly on YouTube, when you watch some prophecies or about soon, a big event will happen soon. Did you notice the same, that it's over and over and over the same message? I mean, you can listen to this news even in 2 years, and then it's still a current update. It's always the same message to keep you in the cycle of waiting. Yeah. And this is what the dark ETs do. Yeah. That we always wait and wait for the fake alien invasion. We are waiting and waiting and waiting for a savior. We are waiting for our team. We are waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. That we never reclaim our power. And this is the divine masculine. The divine masculine says, no, I'm responsible for my own life. So, and even my team, your team, even when they support you, they can't tell you what you must do. And this is the big difference. They will give you energy, or they will push you. Maybe they will give you some insights, or maybe they will protect you when you are in trouble, but they will never tell you what you must do. So, and this is the tricky game, and this is happening right now. That's why so many of you are confused and you don't know if it's a good idea to channel. Or maybe you feel slowly that something is off. I mean, these are always the same messages. Always wait for the next full moon, for the next new moon, for the next portal day. But nothing changes. I see the chaos is still growing and nothing changes, but they always tell me everything is done. And everything is in peace. So what the heck? Yeah, and this is what I try to say. And this happens because the sunlight is changing. And you see through this more now. So, So what? But it's not helping me. I see my friends are still suffering, but they tell me everything is done. And it's over and over and over the same message. So, and this is what I try to say, and I'm in this process as well. So that I try to figure out, but that's why what I do is I stay just centered in my heart. What I also do is I stay just in contact with 12D right now. Just 12D. I don't channel 60, 70, 80. I don't channel also the Arcturians for real. But our head needs the bridge, right? Even when I know that the Arcturian star is holographic, but then you must laugh. But it's important to see through this illusion, and then you can start to play with these labels, and you don't take it so seriously anymore. Because you see, everything is just a stage. And this is what I do. When I channel, then I just channel my heart right now, my higher self, my crystal self, if you want, and 12D. Nothing else. Because these beings, they go totally nuts right now, and they try to confuse us all. That we don't know who we are, that we don't know which way we have to go, we don't know which person we should trust. And you see also in the spiritual community so many different information, so many different predictions, so many different visions. And it's like when you watch all these videos or this information, even my video, so you will be confused. Here, yeah, when we try to get it just here, we will be very confused, and it's not helping anyone. It's like you are more confused as before. That's why the time has come, really, to stay just centered here in your heart and really do what your heart tells you, what your intuition says. And then your mind becomes a friend. Yeah, your mind will find a way. How can you manifest this vision or this intuition you have? Okay? And this is changing right now. A lot is happening in the astral right now as well. What I see and feel. Yeah, and we had many spiritual distortions. Yes. So, and this is all changing now. It's all changing and it goes back into balance. And that's why channeling is working different now. It's not working on this level. Because I know it from my own. Before we were in 4D, right? When I channeled, I was in the same boat, and I'm honest with you that I'm in the same boat like every one of us. So that's why it makes no sense to blame someone or to say he's my guru, she's my guru, and I'm the pure little victim. I have no idea. No, this is also the old consciousness. That there is no Lord out there, right? Which is making this. This is also the old consciousness. See everyone's potential and see your own potential. We are all in this together, and me the same. And before we were in 4D in 2021, we were physically there. When I channeled, it always grasped just my mind, but never my heart. It was like, these are just information for my head. But what's about my heart? And even these beings which spoke to me, it just, boom, it just spoke to my head. And it never touched my heart. And I was wondering, so when these are really my team, why it's not touching me? I mean, our team, I mean the organic beings from source, they will always touch your heart on a very deep level. It's like you always feel home. It's like homecoming. And as I figured out, me the same. I channeled Thoth the Atlantean, right? I was in the same boat. And then as we stayed in 4D, I saw, oops, Thoth is Anunnaki. Shit. He was not such a lovely guy. Destructive, intense. And it has started in Atlantis. And then I was shocked. I cried. But I felt, oh, shit. And I had to be honest with myself. And now, when I tune into Thoth, I did this experiment today. If I receive any information by them, I don't receive any information. And do you know why? Because so many things are already in balance and really in higher dimensions. And actually, our team is not allowed to tell us what we must do. And these beings always told us what we must do. Always. So even when it sounded good and it helped you, but it was just about to give your power away. Oh, Thoth knows the answer. He knows it, and me not. But our team believes in you. They fully believe in you. And then I made this experiment, okay? I tried it, okay? So to do it on the old way with my mind. So, and then I tried to talk to the Galactic Federation of Light, and I know it's just a psyop because I saw them last year as we stayed in 40. I saw them. And I saw Ashtar Sheeran's ship on the sky. Yeah, it was the brightest star on the sky, by the way, his ship. His ship shined like a star. Very bright. Yeah, and I saw him physically in front of me, standing before me. Okay, so, and then I tried it with them. So what's up when I talk to them? Because I know they go crazy at the moment. Because the destructive Anunnaki, you must always see the intent, not so much the label. It's the same again. Always see the heart, see their actions, see their intent. Okay, not everyone is good, not everyone is evil. The same again. Don't choose a side. See just their intent. So, and I just know that there are a few destructive Anunnaki. They are the leaders now of the Galactic Federation of Light. That's what many of you can feel and see, even on social media, right? These bots and so on. Or that they copy many Instagram channels and they pretend to be them and they contact you privately. This is the Anunnaki agenda. A so-brother of me asked one of these bot which pretend to be me, are you one of the Anunnaki? And the answer was yes. So they even don't lie. To tell you the truth. Okay, so I just know that there are a few destructive Anunnaki, which are the leader of the Galactic Federation of Light now, and you must know they are super intelligent because they created us. So they know exactly how we feel, how we think, how you feel, how you think. They have technology to scan your aura and to scan your frequency, your blockages, your traumas. They even see your destiny. They see everything. And they always try to confuse you. Yeah, and this is what many of you feel, that you feel so confused. And you don't know what is true, what is wrong, what is right. I don't know what to believe in anymore. Everyone is saying something else. And this is what I try to tell you. This is the last trial to confuse you. That you always, go away from your heart, but your heart knows the answer. We were born with this connection, and no technology can change it. Your heart is the key. Your heart is the answer. It always was. So it's even no secret. But I mean, it sounds boring, right? When we tell each other over and over again, believe in yourself, you have the answer within. I mean, come on. You can sell your products with this information. It must must be complicated, right? Yeah, and I made this experiment today. Yeah, to call the Galactic Federation of Light, because I know they go totally nuts right now. And they immediately respond. Really. I tried it with Thoth. I received no answer. No answer, okay. Then I tried it with Osiris. What's up with him? No answer, okay. So it seems like, I don't know what happened to them. Are they gone, or are they going back to source? Did they say yes to source and now they're transforming all back to home? I have no clue. But then I tried it with them and I immediately got a response. Yes. They asked me, yes. And then I saw for real Ashta Shirin with my third eye. Aha, see, they are just waiting for someone which talks to them. I was like, oh no, I don't talk to you. And really, as I called them, I received a message here. Yes, what's wrong? Here, but not my heart. And this is the big difference. When you call your team, you feel so touched in your heart that there is no confusion. That there is no, that you feel strange, confused. So, or that you believe them, they give advices, and then you feel nothing changes in my life. My life is getting more and more and more and more horrible. It's not getting better anyway. It's getting more and more horrible. It's always the same circumstances. But I trust them, but actually my life is getting very horrible. And the process behind it is because I truly believe it's all just a game. That's why I laugh. As we stayed in this dimension, I cried. It was not fun. Because I had to be honest with myself, what I have done and what I still do. But at the end, I started to laugh because the process behind it is just that you believe in yourself. It's not about to ask them, can I do it now? Do you give permission now? No, you have free will. Source lets you free. This is your birthright, your free will, your heart, your soul. You don't have to ask other being first if you are allowed to do it or not. So just the being which is disconnected from source will give you tasks, advices, or guidance, and but this being is not you. So you know who you are. And this is actually the process behind all this, that you finally reclaim your power. And what I figured out is that my team, I know they are not with them, they help differently. They don't tell me what I must do. They just give me an energetic push. So it's like when I'm tired, weak, they give me, boom, an energetic push that I feel better or stronger, that I can move on. That's it. Because they believe in us. They see who you are. And all these beings, is like these are beings from the future. It's like you talk actually also to yourself in the future. Does it make any sense? But as mentioned, I'm in this process as well. And I'm very careful with this information as well. Because you never know. Because you must understand, especially the Anunnaki, when they are destructive, okay? So they know us in every detail. And they know exactly how this plane is working. And they know what to do to manipulate a being, okay? So, and that's tricky because I just saw that they united and that they are the leader now of the Galactic Federation. Okay, and it does exist destructive ones. So the same again, don't choose a side. When you watch YouTube videos, when you watch YouTube videos, then you will see this battle again. There are a few people which say Enki is bad now, and then there are a few people which say Enlil is bad now. He's good, he's bad, Enki, Enlil, whatever. And that's the same again. It's just about, do you choose a side or not? And I highly can tell you and recommend, don't choose a side. Just trust your heart and go in resonance with people which really see you, which really love you, and create the future you want. So this is actually what's taking place. And as more we all do that, as more we just channel our crystal self, if you want, our higher self. our own intuition, our heart, or 12D, whatever. So then we reclaim our power more and more and more, and then many predictions will not be coming true. So because we changed it together. Yeah, and lighter days are coming, for sure. That's why so many of us are here, and so many high vibrational starseeds are incarnating now into this dimension here. So they would never say yes when everything is getting horrible here. But I know it was the plan by the dog once that everything will be very horrible here. And that we wish we all die. Yeah, because it's actually horrible what they planned. And this is the last trial to confuse us all. That we don't know who we are and that we are all in a battle. Because when we are all in a battle, on one hand that's duality consciousness, and on the other hand then they can manipulate more. Because we get out of our heart, we get out from our own intuition, from our higher self, and then they attack your head especially, and your programs, your traumas, your blockages, there. And when you see that everything is just a game, just to find a way back home to source, in other words, back to your heart, then you see it's all just a game to find a way back home, and that's it. So, and then see that everything or many things are very seriously here, but on the other hand, don't take it so seriously always. Yeah, and all what's happening right now, I mean, you see the chaos is growing because the darkness is going crazy. It's like they try to do it as fast as they can. It's like one boom, 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 shot is following the next. But that's not working. It's really not working because the people more and more see through it. As more chaos is coming now. Okay? So, and these are the good news. So, and that's the reason why we are here. Actually, we are just here to hold the light for humanity. We are just here to spread our love with the people. And we are also here to anchor the crystalline or the diamond codes, if you want, here as well. We have many different starseed groups here on Earth, what I saw. We have many different groups. We have the indigo beings, we have the crystal beings, we have the rainbow beings, and the new generation are the diamond beings. And I already saw a few of them, a few diamond starseeds, because this is actually the next level after the crystal energy, the diamond energy. And our body slowly transforms into the crystal energy first. And this is what's taking place. Your body is changing, your DNA is changing, maybe even your eyes are changing. Yeah, that your eyes become bigger, or you have crystalline eyes more and more and more. So, and this happens as well, and this is the beautiful gift. So, and I highly recommend stay focused on the reality you want, because you create it with us together, and start to create it now. So as more as we create it now, and even when you are just live on Instagram like me and you speak English and you even can speak English for real, you know I'm from Germany. So do it, because then we create a new world together, and you will see actually we are all in this. And even when you see that there was a person which did a mistake, or was wrong, or really channeled a hologram or a blue beam being or whatever, have compassion for each other, really. Don't tell the people they are just a liar or fake or whatever, because at the end, at one hand, we are all just a character in a video game. Everyone plays a character. And on the other hand, see just the intent of a person. When you see the intent of this person is good, this is what matters. And not so much if it's a draconian or reptilian or Anunnaki or whatever. No, it's like you always judge this person. See the intent, see the heart, and see how they behave now, how they act now, what they do now. See their actions. This is so much more important as any label. Okay? So I don't know if this makes any sense. And this is my personal tip, how to navigate the storm, and why it's at the moment not easy to channel any extraterrestrial. I would be careful at the moment, because they go totally nuts, and our team is not allowed to tell us what we must do. They just give us some energies or hope, love, or that you are guided to a song, and then through the song you generate so much energy. This is what I can tell you as well. They are not allowed to interrupt our free will, our team. This is the basic law. Yeah, for every being, this is our birthright, and even Source can't do it. Do you know the movie The Lord of the Rings? I think so. I think almost everyone knows The Lord of the Rings. Do you know how I sense how our team is helping us? How? When you know Frodo in Lord of the Rings, I think it's the third part, the last part, when he's fully confused. He's not sure anymore. Is Sam a liar? Or is Gollum a liar? You know, when they have this argues, and then Frodo is completely alone because he didn't trust Sam because he believes Sam is a liar. This happens, by the way, when you believe the Dark Ones too much. You don't know who is true, who is wrong, who has a good heart and not. And then Sam is actually his best friend. He's always with him. And he's a very kind and a lovely being. But Frodo is so confused, he believes Gollum more as his best friend, right? So, and when he's alone and then the spider attacks him, then it's like he almost crumbles. His body he loses consciousness. And then Galadriel appears when you know Lord of the Rings. And this is how our team works, how I sense them, how they help us. Galadriel appears and sends him energy. She appears in his dream and she gives him the hand. Yeah, and she gives him hope and love and helps him up again. And Frodo is waking up and then he has energy again to move on. This is how I see our team, how they help us. And not that they tell us what we must do. But when we are in trouble, they are here. And they give us energy because they believe in us. See, Galadriel believes in Frodo. That's why she helps him. And she believes in him so much that she gives him energy and then he can get up again. This is how our team helps. That's what I can tell you from my own experience. And maybe that's a good example because this is what the Dark Ones do at the moment. They try to confuse us all, even in the spiritual community, that we are all in a battle. That we judge everyone. He's bad, he's evil, she's a liar, he's a liar, blah, 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 blah. And that we don't see the intent anymore of a person. Yeah, and you see Sam, his energy is so kind, he's his best friend. He doesn't see it anymore. He believes the darkness more as his best friend. Yeah, and this is what they do at the moment, okay? So that's why stay always here in your heart. See with your heart. Learn to watch and look into people's eyes. That's also important too. Because children know. So maybe you observe children. When they sense a person with a dark energy or whatever, or a person which is super narcissistic, for example, the first reaction of children is very true. Because they see and feel the energy. And it's like that they feel it. They don't question it. So maybe they make faces like this or like this. Because they feel it and they see it and they don't question it. Am I right? Is it wrong? Is it bad? No, they just respond. Because they feel it and they see it. So, and that's also a tool. Go away from these labels. If a person is a Arcturian or a Syrian or a 10-dimensional being or whatever. So even when a person has a good vocabulary and knows a lot and can share with you a lot, it doesn't mean anything. See in the eyes of the people. Look into the people's eyes. See how they vibrate. Be honest. And the first feeling you have always is the first feeling which you should trust. This is what I do. When I watch people or when I guide it to new people, I always trust my first feeling. And I don't judge these people in, oh, they are evil or whatever, or that I try to tell everyone, oh, he's evil, she's evil, you know, watch out, watch out, watch out, you know. That's also duality consciousness. So, I mean, okay, it's nice that you try to warn the people, but actually they all just play a character in a video game. And when they are in resonance with these people, they must go through their own experiences. But just believe in yourself. And this is all what matters. And this is what I do. So the same when I listen to information by others, I just pick up what resonates with my heart. When I feel this information doesn't resonate with me, I let it go, but I don't judge the person as he's a liar. So when I see a person has a good heart and a good intent, this is what I see. And not if everything is just perfect or that this person knows everything, right? This is also the old consciousness that we believe are just a few people that know the truth. You not, me not. That's why we give our power away. But actually you have the power also inside. And this is actually what a true spiritual teacher, in my opinion, does. A true spiritual teacher empowers you. A true spiritual teacher gives you tools, empowers you to believe in yourself. A true spiritual teacher will help you to become a teacher as well. That you are very powerful as well, and that you're not depending on the Lord, right? Or something, because just the Lord knows it, you not. And this is, in my opinion, New Earth, and this is unity consciousness. So you can be very happy, for example, when you are a spiritual teacher, and for example, you teach some classes, and there is a pupil now, and this pupil becomes better than you. I mean, this is the best compliment for a teacher. It's like, wow, this pupil, right? He's so much more powerful than me now and knows so much more as I know. A true teacher will be happy because it's the best compliment. This is all the old consciousness that we are in a battle. I don't want that he's better, you know. That's the ego. So I don't know if this makes any sense. Yeah, and this is what I can tell you. Always trust your heart, guys. Trust for you the first feeling you have. I'm in the same boat. You know, and you see that so clear now. It's like when I made a decision, for example. And my first impulse was, don't do it. Okay, actually, this was the truth. And then my head, no, that's not true. Why? Go the other way. So then you see so clear now, so fast, if you trusted your heart or not. In my case, yes. So then I go the other way, and then I must understand why I had actually to trust my heart. And then I see, oh shit, my heart, my intuition already told me I must go the other way around. But my head told me I must go this way. And it was actually super chaotic. And this happens as well, that you see more and more through these illusions, and that you reclaim more and more your power, and you will see, actually I have the answer inside. And why should I waste my time to ask my team first, should I go this way now or should I go this way now? What do you say? Because my team, I don't know how your team vibrates, but my team, they even have no clue what a body is. And they even don't know what emotions are. And they even don't know what AI technology is. They don't know what it is. Because my team has totally other technology. So they can't give me a tip because they don't know what it is. Okay? But what they can do is when they see that I'm in trouble, they can give me energy and love because they believe in me and in you as well. Okay, thank you so much. Do you have any questions? I see. My head was confusing me. Yes, that's it. It's like your old self is dying now. Your ego goes crazy as well. Your mind goes totally nuts and crazy. And that's why it's confusing you, because this new world in which we are going in, we enter now, it's totally different to the old world. As I told you, right, with channeling, it's like it's not working on this level anymore. It's not working. In my case, no. It's like, okay, I tried it. Then I tried it with the Galactic Federation and they immediately respond. But it was not a good energy. It just boom, into my head. And I felt, no, this is not a being from source. Because when it is my team, I feel touched in my heart. Yeah, and that's it. That's why so many of you are also confused. Because this new world is totally different as the old world. And the new world is, we see everyone's potential. You see your own potential. And you really trust yourself and your heart. So I just can't repeat myself over and over and over and over again. Yeah, follow your heart. So this is the way to break out and to break free. Yeah, laughing as well. You know, I mean, many people will feel triggered when you still love, but that's also a way to change the dense timelines and the plan by the dark extraterrestrials. They don't want that we are love. They don't want that we are happy. They don't want that we stay in our hearts. They want to see us confused, sad, depressed, hopeless, because then we are not able to create a new world together. It's like you lose energy. So, and you give your power away again. But we must stay focused on what we want. And you know why you are here. And when your work is, you want to have your own garden and to harvest your own fruits and vegetables. Or when your purpose is, you try to create artwork and drawings and you try to invite people to join your world. Hey, that's also cool. So let's see. How to handle toxic people and confusion, please. I already spoke about it. It's also important to set a boundary to toxic people because toxic people will never understand. So even when you send them love and compassion, I know this is what we do. We will always send people, even when they are toxic, love, compassion, because actually, yes, they are searching up for love and compassion, but it's also about to protect yourself. And that's the divine masculine. The divine masculine defends life and is saying also no. Is also setting boundaries. And the reason the divine masculine defends life, defends divine feminine, and is listening to her. So, let's see. Yeah, always believe in your heart. Always believe in yourself. How to handle anger? That's a good question. I'm a fan of to express every emotion. I'm in the commercial spiritual community. Many people say that anger is not good because it's a low vibrational frequency. Anger, right? It's a low vibrational frequency. Don't share anger or hatred because you have a low vibration. But in my opinion, it's the other way. Be authentic. So be really a little bit like a child as best as you can at this point. I don't talk about childish. I talk about to be childlike a little bit. That's different to me. Childish, in my opinion, is you don't see that dark things are happening out there. And, you know, in my opinion, when you feel angry, it's important to feel this emotion and to catalyze this emotion as best as you can, because I figured out when I scream, when I'm angry and I feel this anger now and I start to scream, then these emotions are suddenly gone and then it's over. It's like a child. But what we've learned is in the old system that we must hide our true emotions. Yeah, tears are not good because then you are weak. Anger is not good. You see how many children grew up when they are a little bit angry, so that the parents or many parents tell them, be silent, you know? So a child learns from the early age that these emotions this child has and feels are not okay. And this is what we learn. I think many of us, or the most of us, we learned to hide our true self and our true emotions. And that's why we have always this thought when we feel sad or angry, it's forbidden, it's not good. And when we talk about the spiritual community, then we say it's a low vibration and we don't express this emotion as well. We don't. And it sounds better, but it's actually the same cage. Now we call it a low vibration. So that's why I'm a fan of authenticity. I like authentic people. And when I see a person is very authentic, even with their emotions and everything what this person does and says, so I feel a connection to this person. I feel a connection even to Let's Players. When I see a Let's Player super authentic or something, it's a spiritual person for me. Yeah, this is also a cage when we just talk about frequency, meditation, yoga, Reiki, but it doesn't mean anything. So it's about authenticity, and I see just a person. And when a person loves horses or loves it to drive with the bicycle, so I also watch many different YouTubers because it makes me happy to see when people are authentic. Yeah, and this is the way to deal with anger. In my opinion, it is actually super simple. I hope so much this helps you. Okay, so then I would say thank you so much for watching. You are also awesome. Very spontaneously. Take care. Please unite. Stand together. I feel this winter next year will be super chaotic, especially for the collective, because I feel they will open their eyes more and more and more and more, and they will begin to see more and more and more what really happens on Earth. And for us, we always felt something is strange. And for us, it's not training, but it's like, oh, yeah, now I see it also more what happened. But we always knew something very strange is happening. And for the collective, maybe it's the first time ever that they see now something is very strange here. Okay. And everyone is in another state of consciousness. That's what I see for us this year and next year. It will be chaotic. But on the other hand, much truth will come up as well. That's what I feel. Okay, thank you so much. Take care. You are awesome, awesome. And yeah, see you the next time. Ciao, tschüss.